getting the microphone ready and checking the mute button. Let me see. Yep, there's no mute button on it. Let me see. It's not on, so let's do this video now. Alright, so what's up, guys and girls? B2 talking about Clicker Heroes. Just got home from work. It was a scorcher today. You can see the red nose and the red cheeks. Tried to stay out of the sun as much as possible, but man, it was just beating me down. I don't know that we're going to be able to beat old homeboy, or maybe so. But let's see. We just got spec'd in, and I upgraded. So, oh no, I went to Betty Clicker and then respec. Let's see what ancient we got here. Come on, be good. Be good to me. Oh, I got excited. I thought it was Leroy with all those E's. I need the gold, so let's pop this guy and get a gold quest going. Let's accept there and then kill him off because we want Julia Gulia to get us a Leroy Jenkins. That's our goal. And I'll keep killing off merchants, mercs, mercenaries until I get what I am looking for. All right, shouties, you know how it works. Let's get our shouties out of the way. We even got a spam shouty today. Hey B2, I love the video. Keep up the good work. I am more active on Instagram. If you would like to follow me, let's see Instagram mood ups. Let's see what this looks like. 17.7K followers with them following nobody. Spam! Let's get rid of it. Alright, so let's look at the other comments. And there was a really good one by, let's see, Sem Aristod. Bummer on the lost footage, still a good video though. If you look at your DPS around 318 when you buy and level Argyle, it falls drastically. Yes, like it does. I'm just lazy when it comes to the ancients like that. I don't like to re-roll a whole lot because you have very few hero souls that are active, and so even if I'm going to spec into Argyle early, it's probably too early to go full out on him, but it just, with one more ascension in there, it starts to snowball, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Now the time, it looks like it's taken forever. The reality is I was gone yesterday in North Carolina, Felicia's parents' house. They wanted to do like a little birthday thing for me on the weekend after, and that's cool, so you know, you end up with like a 21 and an 8 and all this craziness. But here's what you really need to be concerned with. Like, if I wanted to, I could burn an Ascension out in about 2 hours. Like, I could burn Ascensions through if I had time to play. But I'd have to work a job and had, you know, life and all that stuff to take care of. So, but look, you go from 51 to 11,000 to 161K to 11 million to 373 million to 824 billion on the current run, right? So if you look at it, 824, 874 on the current run. If I went back in and popped into there, it would match. See, 874. That's a lot for 5 Ascensions. It's not crazy. Like, it's not a crazy amount. Like, that's a lot. And before, if you look back in Ascension or Transcension 5 or 6 or 7 or something like that, you wouldn't see these totals jumping this high. It took a lot longer to get up to here. And why is that? I'll tell you why. Because I didn't have 35 levels of Pony Boy to jump through and make the effectiveness of Solomon jump through the roof like that. And that's where that comes in handy by specking in there. So I would recommend early game players to put a decent amount into Pony Boy. Like, put a decent amount in there first and then raise your other categories. It's going to make a big deal. So I'm kind of tapping out here. You know, if you look, it's not really moving as much. It's waiting for crit hits to go, and I'm not really getting some fast things. So you know what that means? It's time for an ascension. So let's look and see what the high level was each zone. I went from 111 to 271, 447, 1,000. Look, I got 1,000 zones in one ascension. So watch. Let's get this guy over and go into the guilds and move everything. I think it's only 1 or 2 that are not in Tree Beast. But so 360. We're going to go ahead and ascend. We're going to take off progression, and we're going to get these guys rolling here. And what I've been doing is putting 1 on this dude, 1 on that dude, and 1 on... Oh, no. Go back. Oh, it popped him up there. So basically what I've been doing is this run I've been buying all available upgrades. It just keeps me from having to sit at my keyboard again, and that's the advantage of having the 9th auto clicker, to be honest. You can just kind of let it run. So let's look at the boost. We're going to go Solomon, and look, we're already able to queue into Solomon now. Look at the update. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Look at the boost on Solomon. Are you kidding me? We went from like 5,000 to 105,000. Tell me that the progress is not going to jump significantly. And so we do the same thing with Argyle. We're going to boost him up, and that damage multiplier is up over 6. 1.41 E6. We're going to keep going a little bit more. There we go. So 2.01 E6 on that. It's good. So now you know what we do. We're going to go finish off our boosting. Juggernaut. We're going to come down to Fragsworth. and you can see it's getting less and less and less. Bail, and then that's, we pretty much clicked out, so we're good to go. We could come on Morgulus and boost him, but he's even boosted out, so we're down to 399. That's fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to let these guys go, and we just are going to let them level up, basically. So where do we max out at? Argayev. We maxed out on Argayev at 1 million on Argayev. So it looks like it's going to have a slow going, like it's not going to be as fast until it hits these the treasure chest and whatnot. And so on the next one, we're going to take a look and really boost out these guys here, like the Doras and the Energons, because I bet I can make them level 30 or level 40, which would help because Kumo Akamaro would be double, basically, and instead of 9, we'd be down at like a 7 or so, hopefully. But that's where we're going to look to be. So I'm going to let this run a little bit, and I'll be back to film more in a bit. Just to show you guys I wasn't kidding about the times for Ascensions. Let's take a look at this on the way, and it's a little bit laggy because I have Black Desert running in the background, but I wanted to show you when I have time to sit and play. It's an hour and 16 minutes in, and I'm at level 1577, and I'm back at 531 billion. So just getting back up to level 2500 where I was, probably another 45 minutes maybe. So 2-hour ascension, but look, we'll be well ahead of that mark on the hero souls. So just giving you an update, a pre-update before the actual update. Holla. What up, guys? B2 checking back in. Wanted to show you this update and where we're at. I haven't played it since we last talked. Just now upgraded a couple of things, so I guess technically I have played since we last talked, but I wanted to show you the progress, and I wanted to show you how you can simply just continue to gain levels without really without having to be sitting at your computer, basically. So we ended up with 3.7 trillion, which is actually a huger bump if you look on the Ascension, and it's just 4 hours, which I probably could have done 3. I've just been playing Black Desert Online and then realized I was probably behind. So anyway, you can look 926 billion to up over 4,000 trillion, which is, what is that, quadrillion, or I don't know, who cares. It's very quick progress, and it was done without having to be active, sitting at the computer pressing buttons, and that's the whole key to it. So I wanted to look at readjusting some of these hero souls here, and I kind of moved them over, and they went, and I can show you on here, gilded. We went from like 350 to 450, so that gives us some extra damage on there. 458 total from the mid 3s, and you can back the video up and verify that and see what the actual total was. But I know when I from just doing 1,000 level increase, you can see it right here, right? 2,500 to 3,500. So it's going to be about 100 gilded heroes on there to go up. But you can just see now it's going to go, 4K trillion, and then in 4 more hours, which I'll have long since my old behind will be in bed and sleeping in 4 hours. But I'll wake up in the morning, we'll do an ascension and reset it and go to work. Basically, that's how it rolls. So anyway, hope you guys have learned a little bit from the videos. Actually, let's do it. Let's do an ascension. I'm not going to end it. Let's go ahead and ascend, because we're almost at that point where we can do another ascension, and I think it'd be kind of neat for you guys to see the rundown on there again. So boom, we'll knock it out, start progression mode, and then we start the grind all over again. I save 3, and I do Sid, I do Tree Beast, and I did the same thing last time. I grab it before I actually have to take one out of here and go to buy available upgrades. So now what I do is, instead of upgrading the heroes, I just kind of come into Solomon, and we're going to boost them again. Like, this is where you're making your money at. It's why we spec our outsiders down here. It's why we have a 3,500% effectiveness of Solomon. So he is your primary thing to upgrade, and you just kind of upgrade him until he's done. He can't upgrade anymore, but look, he's at 4 million upgrades. And then you want to go on your damage, which is the most bang for your buck, is going to be Argayev. Once you get above about 250 guilds or so, he is going to be your major damage maker until it rotates to Morgulus late game. So then we're going to come up to Juggernaut, and I just kind of do the same thing over and over, man, because we want Juggernaut's damage, and he's maxed out. And then Fragsworth, we'll max him out for the bonus damage on the click. And you can just see how many we have here to go. Bale, which is your crit damage, your single hit crit damage, and we'll max him out. And then we look towards Mammon and Mimsy. So with Mimsy being the bigger of the two, so I max him out first, then come back and max Mammon. And I haven't looked at Kimawakamaru. I probably should see how many we can put into him. Yeah, see, we're not going to get a whole lot there. But we are going to run him out to max just because he'll reduce that to 8, which will make that quicker. If there's an actual 7, so from 9 to 7, 8-ish, somewhere in there. So that's a big increase. And then we'll just come back over here, and these two guys should be leveled out. So I don't need any more SIDS. I'm going to take this guy and push him into damage, and then I'll just upgrade down. And what I do is make sure you get the damage ones, the Betty clickers and whatnot. But if you're at this 7th or 8th Ascension in this, you should be able to get down and get all the damage guys all the way down. They should be going pretty quick at this point. There's a fish. So we'll boost Midas and we'll get the gold upgrades from Midas, and that's pretty much a GG at this point. We can just get these last couple, and that's it really. I'll wait it out about another 4 hours, and because look, they're all still gilded here in Tree Beast will just max he'll max it out. We should end up at level 4500 or higher, depending on how fast we can get that going. So look at that, Zach Transier onto Black Desert Online. That's my buddy. That's the Zach Meister. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and edit this and boost it up tonight. I hope you guys are having a great night. I appreciate you watching the videos. Thank you so much. Holla.